English muffins. Let me tell you, it took me 15 tries to get them to not to suck. And then it took me another 15 to 20 tries to get them to where I liked them. And let me tell you, it did not have anything to do with the mixing, because the mixing, you just throw everything in here and mix it. So, start out, 300 grams of water, 500 grams of flour, 100 grams of fed and active starter, 10 grams of honey. I don't know what 10 grams is doing really, but it better be in there or it's not going to turn out. 10 grams of salt, and you definitely don't want to forget the salt. Forget the salt, it's not going to be any good. And 50 grams of pretty much melted, room temperature, or whatever, soft butter. All right, this goes in the mixer and it mixes until it comes together. That can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You just have to wait and see. So what I mean when I say come off the sides is, you can see here, it's not only while it's mixing, it comes off the sides, but it also comes off the bottom of the bowl. And that's when you know it's ready. And that it just took about 8 minutes of mixing on, I think I had it on 3. And now it goes in a container, goes on the counter. It's pretty warm here in Ojai, so I think I'm going to leave it out for about 5 hours. If it's cooler, you want to leave it out for maybe 6 or 7 hours. Then it goes in the fridge, and then next it gets shaped, and then, well, you'll see. The English muffin dough was in the fridge for 3 days, and I portioned it out into 100-gram pieces here. And to shape them, what you want to do is you just want to sort of fold it over a little bit, and use the palm of your hand to roll it out into a ball. Then I have cornmeal, and I'm going to dunk it in the cornmeal each side and lay it down on parchment paper. This parchment paper has been, I sprayed it with oil because otherwise it might stick. And so yeah, so you just keep on doing that. And then it's going to go sit on the counter for 2 hours. It's not very warm here today in Ojai. It's like 70 degrees right now. And sit on the counter, and then it's time to bake it. The muffins were at room temperature for about 2 hours, and they've puffed up a little bit. And now they go into a dry cast iron pan. Here I have it set to 375 degrees. I guess you can see that it's smoking pretty wild. And so all I want to do now is I want to brown them on each side, and then they go into an oven at about 420 degrees for 13 minutes, and then they're done. The thing is, what I like to do, because it heats more in the middle than on the side, I like to turn them while they're cooking so they cook evenly. So after about 3 minutes, you want to check them underneath and flip them, and they are golden brown underneath. And so now they're going to go for another 3 minutes on the other side. And now after 3 minutes on the other side, on the second side, you can see how they're browning there and how they're actually looking like English muffins now. They plumped up really nicely. Now they're going to go in the oven, and then we'll have English muffins. Sourdough English muffin. Here it is. Well, before I cut it open. It's absolutely beautiful. It looks like an English muffin, and toasted on both sides. Absolutely gorgeous and fluffy on the inside. I'm going to have this with some butter. It's always the same thing with this stuff made for sourdough. It's just so absolutely delicious. Now I have something I haven't shown you how to make this yet. Again, the jalapenos are coming out of my ears, so this is caramelized sugar jalapeno, cowboy something, I forget what they call it, but anyway, sweet and gooey, spicy. I'm telling you, make these sourdough English muffins. They're awesome.